Day 2 of the $25,000 GG Millions is about to begin at Triton Montenegro. Both Chris Moneymaker and Brandon Hamlet have bagged a stack, keeping their tournament dreams alive. With the field continuing to narrow, the stakes are rising. The Triton Trophy and $903,000 prize are now within reach, but the road is only getting tougher.
So now we find ourselves 5 off the money, 32 left, 27 get paid. 27th pays $41,000, and first place is $903,000. So we're right there. We're in the hunt. We're like 25th place, which is pretty much where I've been from 60 down to 32. I've been in the back half. Today, hopefully, we come in with some cards and we have some opportunities.
Coming in with it'll be about 25 big blinds. Tournaments are so swingy. It's a big roller coaster. I was a little disappointed from early on in the day. I went back into my solver streets and looked at a few hands and think I misplayed a few of them. But hey, I mean, none of us are perfect. So you gotta just buckle down, keep your head up. I'm in Montenegro playing poker. Like, there's not much better to do. So came back strong and yeah, found the bag.
You ready, brother? Good morning. Anybody that knows an ACR pro or ACR representative, we take after our true leader, Phil Nagy. He likes to fire some bullets. So if we don't fire bullets, we don't feel like we're doing the right thing. And so between myself and Brandon, we need to make a score for ACR and make sure that, all these bullets spent result into, some positive outcomes. So I'm hoping to do well for ACR. I'm hoping to do well for myself. And Brandon's on my table going into day 2, so I hope I bust him and take his share and make it bigger.
As the money bubble looms, tension is at an all-time high. Each hand carries weight, with players tiptoeing around elimination. Chris and Brandon both know that just one knockout stands between them and a guaranteed payout.
I would say almost the entire field is looking at the 903, myself included. I mean, I'm here to try to win this tournament. I'm not here to make 41,000.
I mean, ICM, I believe in it, but I'm here to win. So I'm gonna do my best to win, and I'm gonna put myself in that position too.
The WSOP main event bubble lasts for 3, 4, 5 hours. If this bubble lasts more than 30 minutes to 45 minutes, I'd be shocked. The bigger stacks are going to be pushing edges. They're going to be pushing people. The small stacks, they're not going to be afraid to get it in with sometimes mediocre hands. That ICM-wise, you shouldn't, but they're going for the win. They're not playing to cash.
I'm overwhelmed with messages, texts. My grandma, everyone's rooting for me. I have people waking up at 6 a.m. on the East Coast to hopefully watch me play. To the people back home, I love you guys. It's gonna be a fun one when we get on that final table and we start check raising everybody, I'll tell you that. Can I get a count?
It's like 600.
You would think that I would have a lot of pressure on me, but I kind of was fighting back a lot. Moneymaker shoved under the gun, 600,000. I had in the cutoff, ace-jack suited, really close spot. I used a few time banks, ended up folding. He said I was crushed, so that's pretty good. That was a painful one.
It seems like it. Ace-queen, maybe?
Ace-jack suited.
You were toast, if it makes you feel any better. You had 3 outs. I definitely want ace-jack calling there. Did something really fucking dumb right on the money bubble. I made a move. The button raised, and I'm on the big blind with 10-7 of diamonds. It's a hand I want to see a flop with. and I'm pretty happy to see a flop. Flop comes king, queen, blank with 1 diamond. I check, and he bets really small, and when he bets small, I really didn't feel like he had a king. I felt like he was relatively weak. I mean, we're on the money bubble, so I don't think he's gonna get too out of line trying to call and see too many turns. You know, looking back, you know, with such a draw heavy board, I probably should have just given up, but I decided to make it 150, and he flatted. Once he flats, I'm just like, okay, this is not good, because we're, you know, sailing uphill without a paddle here. We have 10 high. We need a backdoor flush draw to come on the turn, and the board pair is a deuce. It was king, queen, deuce, and deuce comes on the turn. At this point, I'm basically giving up. I check, and again, he doesn't look overly confident. He checks behind. I'm just like, all right, as long as the club doesn't come and a straight card doesn't come, I'm probably gonna either ship or bet something pretty big. The deuce comes on the end, so the only hand he really has is the queen in this spot. He's gonna call me with the queen, but I think he's gonna fold literally everything else. I'm gonna get, you know, the 10 jack, which beats me, the straight draw. I'm gonna get all the flushes to fold. I'm gonna get ace size to fold. So I decided, instead of what I normally would do, would ship all in and probably get called and I'm out of this tournament, I decided to save a little bit with the bet. I bet 225,000 and save myself 200,000. Unfortunately, he had the queen and put myself down to like 3 big blinds, which is not ideal on the button. You don't want to put yourself a target on your back like that, but that's what we did, and we had to survive from that and try to come back. So we're on the money bubble. I have 3 bigs, and 2 of my bigs are in the pot. You know, I've got 60,000 in the ante, 60,000 in the big blind. I had 70,000 left. You know, there's not many hands I would fold in this spot, 'cause, you know, I've got 2 of my 3 big blinds already in the pot. But unfortunately for me, there was a raise and a call in front of me. And I looked down at my hand's a deuce 4. Like, if I have to beat one hand, deuce 4 can beat one hand. You know, I could be up against ace king and it's not that big of a dog. But when you start talking about playing 2 hands, well, not only am I facing 2 people, but I'm facing 2 people that will check it down until someone has something. So my plan was to fold there, see a whole free round of cards.
Chip leader opens under the gun. I look down at 2 queens. Chip leader's been very active on the bubble, as he should. He made it 120,000. I 3-bet small. I think in this spot, next to act, I want to be polar with my strategy, so I don't need to go big. I'm representing a very strong hand. So I made it 290,000.
There was a raise and a re-raise in front of me, and I woke up with ace jack. And ace jack is still, while it's a pretty hand, it's against a raise and a re-raise, it's not great, because those guys are going to have a lot of big pocket pairs. They're going to have a lot of like ace king type hands, and I'm generally going to have a lot of times where I have only 3 outs. As much as you don't want to be the guy all in on the money bubble, I mean, sometimes you just obviously can't avoid it. So
Moneymaker then goes all in the small blind with his last bit of chips. He needed to win the hand or he was going home. As to my surprise, he peels the chip leader. I assume that he thinks he can just mess with me post-flop. He thinks the bubble means more than it does to me. Like, I was there to win. So it comes 9-8-6 flush draw.
I mean, I knew I was toast. Like, I had 3 outs. I had to hit an ace or a jack, I felt. I didn't know which one. Guy either has ace king or he's got a pocket pair probably bigger than mine. And I could be just completely dead if he flops a set.
I decided to bet on the bigger side, make it a 2-street game. 300. I want to attack hands like Jack-10 suited that are big draws, his 7-8 suited, his suited ace-X, all of those types of hands. So I bet like half pot. He calls, turn is the deuce, 8-9-6 deuce with a flush draw. I have half pot SPR like 0.5, pretty easy shove. I use the time bank chip just for show. Move all in. He like fairly quickly folds. Moneymaker then flips over ace jack, so he is drawing to 3 outs.
1 street to catch an ace. That's, you know, I had 3 outs on the river. And sure enough, I hit the ace. Ooh, let me sit back down for a second. I knew I was going to double. Now I just got to do it like 5 more times. But I'm praying he has 10 jack. Is there a chance he has 10 jack? sixed up to 6 big blinds. I wasn't out of the woods yet because I was still in like 25th place out of 27. So we still had work to do. I still had to grind and, you know, try to work my way into the money.
More else than the guy that had an ace.
That was unnecessarily hard for me.
Each player has locked up $41,000 guaranteed. For Brandon Hamlet, who qualified online for just $33 on ACR, this is a remarkable achievement.
So we are in the money of event 1 at the Triton Super Millions, 25K. We've chipped up a lot. One memorable hand. Moneymaker has ace jack for like four or five big blinds, and he rivers an ace. So that was, if I'm gonna lose, I'd rather be doing it to an ACR pro. So
fuck him. He can't do it. He can't do it. He's playing awesome. I'm getting lucky. My move did not work. He's been playing rock star. I was hoping he had 10 jack, just by some miraculous way he had 10 jack in that hand. But I knew I was gonna hit the ace if I had to anyway. So glad we both got the bag or the bubble or the cash or whatever. Now let's go get heads up and
yeah, let's win this thing.
Have some fun.
For real.
What's up, bro? This motherfucker showed up today at the swimming pool. Can you believe it?
What?
I covered myself straight away.
What did he show up for?
He was at the swimming pool.
Yeah.
He made me look so bad, me and Nikki P, that I covered myself. I put like 3 towels.
Get out of here.
I was
Get
like,
out of here.
fuck
Nacho
that
looks
shit,
great
bro.
with his shirt off.
Fuck this shit, bro. Say like, get the fuck out of the pool, bro. I'm not gonna get any fucking pussy here.
Right before I had to post, we made the money, which was good. And then I woke up with 2 10s under the gun and just open shipped. And I was able to basically pay for my blinds the next time through, which is nice. I got through the blinds and it folded around to my butt, and I woke up with 5 6 of spades. And 6 big blinds is still enough to get people to fold. Guy ended up calling me with king queen in the big blind. I ran out pretty pure. I end up making a straight on the river. So that put me up to like 13 bigs. We go around the table one more time and it folds around to me on the button again. So I was like, all right, well, this guy just saw me do it with this bad of a hand. I'm just gonna reship. I had ace king of clubs. So I ship and the same guy's like 5 6. I'm like, no, better, much better. And he goes, oh, okay, I call. He had 9 jack and end up, I spiked the ace, and now all of a sudden I got 20 bigs and I'm back in the game. Brandon played really, really well, especially on the bubble. He was utterly aggressive, showed no fear. For someone that satellited into this big event, I mean, he played fearless, and that's tough to do on the bubble like that. I mean, I saw him rip it like 4 times when the small blind opened. We were both pretty deep by this point. I had like 3 million and he had like 5. Overall, I thought he just played a really solid game.
I had pocket 8s in the cutoff. I had Haxton and another really, really good pro behind, so I went with min raise inducing to try to get them to shove in the lower pairs. I got shoved down by the small blind, and he had 9-9, and that was GG's. GG. Yep. Yep. I got 11th place for $77,500. So it feels great, obviously. I mean, competing with the best, making a deep run, really fun. I'm obviously disappointed I came up a little short, but that's poker, and I'm here to battle. I'm gonna go into the next one, trying to win the next one. And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
From just 1 big blind on the stone bubble to now sitting amongst the last few players remaining, against all odds, Chris makes the final table. Chris is proving once again why he's a legend in the game.
Let's go, Chris! Vamos! ICM is for poor people. Fuck that shit.
Well, Brian Kim's the new chip leader, right? He's opening ace-6 under the gun. Moneymaker, second in chips, 2 kings, shades down.
Yeah, he's got enough hand to tango with here.
1.4.
Sizes to 1.4.
Oh,
Stay
wow.
6 off, right?
Igor,
Whoa,
Igor put half his chips in the pot in this hand.
Right.
He only has 650 behind. Yeah, he sticks it in. Can't really blame him, to be honest.
Bad news though, because he up against 2 kings. Chuckle.
Like even if he doubles that hand, what he ends up with like 1.5.
That would make sense.
So
trouble though.
But I mean, yeah,
set.
he's up against a strong range here. But you know, yeah, he could be against hands he's doing fine against.
He's got a chance, Brian.
It's not over.
See that jack? Is it coming?
Moneymaker looks troubled.
Oh!
Okay. Oh, poker's fun.
Okay.
Well, we have an all-in already. King Jack suited from Velocevic. 2.7 million. Moneymaker wants to spin the wheel. King 5 in a bad way here. Danilo poised. 5.8 million chip pot. Ace, 8.
I'll just take it.
Moneymaker rooting for the chop.
Oh, no,
That's a good start.
5. That's terrible.
That's a good start.
And Danilo fade a 5. The answer is yes. A brief squint, as though the queen somehow was a problem.
I mean, we're on the final table, so it's going pretty good. But, I mean, final table has not been my friend thus far. I flopped a set of kings and lost to Queen 10, which was fun. A guy I haven't beaten all day, the guy had 10-7 against. I mean, I just can't beat him. I don't know what it is. I cannot beat him. He's doubled up probably 5 or 6 times. We're 7-handed. I've dropped down to 3rd place. Every time I raise, I get shipped all in by the guy right to my left. He just wakes up with big hands.
Pocket 9s for Moneymaker, who has slipped into that 10 big blind territory. Finds an open sizing just north of the minimum. Pocket 3s for Lewis Spencer.
He's really he just check folded versus the preflop opener with second pair. Okay, but he didn't avoid this one, and unfortunately, he's gonna need a 3.
9s going up against the 3s and performing well on the Jack 10-5 board as the light flickers at the end of the Brits tunnel. 2 outer.
Can't be counterfeited. Even a Jack, 9 will play.
And a king. Yeah. GG's issued, as it didn't take long for us to lose another combatant.
I really love to see this shit, bro. Like, justice! Divine justice!
Pocket 3s, Kim show.
I'll gamble.
Oh, wow.
Now who's spinning the wheel?
Oh,
Money,
no,
what's he
not the
got?
3s.
King, queen.
Going for the win. Let's go.
Says he'll gamble. By the way,
I said I wanted to double first, so that's good.
there are 2 shorter stacks than money out here,
just
Rast.
smiling ear to ear, but he's gonna get unlucky this time.
This is a bit of an ICM be damned sort of jam, is it not?
I mean, I'll be frank, I don't know whether or not his call is right. It very well might not be. He is in the big blind. Kim is jamming pretty wide, but I mean, he has like 18 blinds.
What he's got is just 3 outs. Rast, Jack 8, 5, 6. 3s are the best hand. Can Money find it?
Queen.
Yes! Be seated,
I knew it was
sir.
coming. I just didn't know where. I was like, what the hell? Now you can root for me this time.
And he's doing it again here. 38 bigs after doubling through. Brian Kim, who's still the chip leader now.
This one
he jams
seems
him in
good,
over
though.
Ding Biao with the pocket 8s, who fails to find a queen or a 9. He now is on the overcard hunt.
This one's standard.
Board pairs on the turn, 7.1 million.
Can Ding hit the 6 outer on the river?
Burn down.
Hey!
And the dinner bell rings.
2 times in the river. I knew it was going to be a tough final table. I mean, it's Triton, for God's sake, and the blinds are going up fast. It's not going to be a situation where I can just run over the table and, you know, just apply a ton of pressure. They're not going to let me do that, and I knew that going in. Even though that was kind of my game plan, to see what I could get away with, and they quickly just said, no.
Rast Kim opened to the minimum 800,000, and Moneymaker pounced with King 9. And again, perhaps what you were talking about, Yaroshevsky's restraint with the King Jack is going to work him into a ladder over here unless Money can find a king. 665. And maybe it's going to be profitable.
Yeah.
Because this turn has not connected with Money, no added equity, just hunts a cowboy. Can he lasso one? Yes!
Oh my goodness.
What is happening?
Wow.
This final table honestly has chosen violence today.
I should probably just go all in every hand. I'm not going to lose. Hell of a game, brother. Hell of a game.
The ace-10 suited here for Moneymaker. He makes it $1.25 million to go. Ace-8 for Kim. Oh boy.
Kim and I don't have the same coach.
He has chosen to jam.
Sevens. I don't get nervous. I mean, again, it's not like we're in a gunfight or, you know, throwing punches and stuff. I mean, we're playing cards. I mean, I was at one big blind. Like, I'm on a free roll.
Moneymaker's not going to fold this.
No, sir. Suspecting that maybe it was one of those middling pairs, and instead, as we can see, it is a dominant ace and a dominant position. He finds himself here. 68%.
For a Triton title. Wow.
10-9-3 brings him ever closer to that title now.
reminds me of that
95%.
That flop is one-way traffic, sir.
Ace.
An 8 on the turn.
It has.
Running trips. That's what it's going to take for Brian Kim to double and stay alive, and he isn't able to do it. So a very short-lived heads-up battle will yield Chris Moneymaker his first ever Triton title here at his second ever festival.
Let's go, champion.
What's up, bud?
That's sick, bro. Congrats. Wow.
Nacho's in the room. That's why I won. It's Phil.
Sam Phil, let's go.
Hi, I'm Chris Moneymaker, and I won the Triton. I'm an ACR pro. I just won $900,000 last night. I'm happy.
I like that. I like that.
I figured you would. Did I run pure? Did I run pure or not?
Bro, what was that?
I mean, when you just know you're gonna win, it just might as well put it in.
That was crazy, man. That was so crazy. You know you bat 500 at Triton now, right? 2 for 4.
I know. It's pretty sick.
I love it, man.
Now I'm gonna go do the gangster shit ever. I'm gonna go play 1-3
1-3?
with Adam.
Really?
Yeah.
I love it. It's so beautiful. Let's fucking go, Chris. Moneymaker is fucking bad, guys. So those people that they thought like, oh, Moneymaker is not doing great.
No. I'm terrible. Stop.
No.
I ran good. I ran good.
He's a fucking beast, and he beasted out. He didn't give a fuck about the ACM. So for all the players there that are like learning how to play a final table, you guys should rewatch his final table. Don't give a fuck about ACM. We play for this. We play for the glory.
Gotta win,
to be
man.
like fucking Moneymaker in the history, change the whole fucking world forever.
I was trying to play ICM.
You didn't succeed.
You know, this is my 4th event. I've already final tabled 1. To come in and just final table another was going to be insane. But to actually become champion and have my picture on the wall with all the other great players, can't beat it. I mean, I'm obviously very fortunate. I am very, very thankful. I've run pretty well, is all I can say.
Chris Moneymaker has done it again. He cements his legacy in poker history. The amateur-turned-champion proves he's still got what it takes to compete with the best.